This is a Snake News exclusive.
I'm honored to be with you today and to have the chance to introduce Hillary Clinton. As you may know, she has been a public servant for many years, and I personally don't know anyone with more dedication than her. A dedication mixed with her great experience and passion for her country, the United States of America. I'm in front of the Martin Luther King Elementary School, which is a great symbol for America, but also for Hillary, who has been strongly influenced by his ideas and efforts. Moreover, schools are the concrete of our future. We'll respond to some questions after the speech. Now, without further ado, please join in welcoming Hillary Clinton.
Wow! Thank you all for being here today, for your support, and for giving me the incredible opportunity to serve you, the American people. The years that I've dedicated to the public service taught me a lot. Being a First Lady, a Senator, a Secretary General, but also a mother and a woman provided me with an experience which allows me to stay here before you and to run for the nomination of the Democratic Party. It's an honor to stand here in front of the Martin Luther King Elementary School. There is no better place to reaffirm my belief that nothing comes in life without dedication, courage, and hard work. Students are the engine of our economy, of our society, of our future. Everyone should have a fair chance to access education. It is our responsibility to provide everyone with this opportunity. My battle started as I taught less fortunate children in Boston neighborhoods. And my effort will carry on as long as God will let me do so. We don't want our children to be part of a country that is coming apart instead of coming together. This is why our school system needs more funds, more incentives, and more teachers with adequate salaries. Having education is crucial, but it is not enough. We must give every generation the opportunities it deserves. We have to create new jobs and reunite education with employment. Our government's duty is to create more opportunity. Therefore, the people's responsibility is then to make the most of this opportunity. I stand here today to defend the idea that the American people will do so, but only if the government guarantees them a decent standard of living through social security and fair distribution of resources. And that is our challenge in 2016. The year 2014 was difficult for America and for the whole world. In past months, we have witnessed growing tensions all over the world, and we have to respond to these changes. We certainly cannot ignore them because we are part of the globalized world, where America has done a good job in advancing the cause of freedom and democracy. But to be able to be strong at the international stage, we have to be strong in the intern. This is the only way we can build a stronger America. Let's build it together. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America. So now I will take some questions.
You stand for the middle class, you stand for the common people. Like in your campaign, you talk about that you are on the side with people. You say you want a fresh shot, a fair shot, a fresh start. This sounds familiar. It's like the exact same word as Obama used during his campaign. So I'm asking, are you Obama's third mandate?
No, not at all. I think that I represent something that Obama does not represent here. First, I am more for education, more for innovation, and I represent diversity, like being a woman, and I don't think that I can be described as a third mandate for Obama, personally.
Because of education?
Because of education, because I'm a woman, because I am Hillary Clinton, and not Obama.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Clinton. You are worth 34.9 million, so you want to stand for the middle class. Your daughter's wedding was more expensive than Tom Cruise's one. How can you possibly represent the poor people?
Because I want to give the opportunity to all Americans to become rich. Not the fact that I'm rich does not mean that I don't understand what middle class people represent. I was myself in the middle class. I know what they suffer. I know what they live every day. So what I want is to give the opportunity to all Americans to have what they want.
Okay, you've talked about foreign policy quite a bit. I wanted to address some issues. First of all, you were Secretary of State, and you successfully achieved in bringing Russia to talks during the START program, START 2. But what happened next is Benghazi. We all remember 2013 attacks against the consulate in Benghazi, and you were attacked by Republicans in many ways. And we have some issues. Will you be able to have a solid foreign policy as you had as Secretary of State? How will you address Ukraine, Iran, and other issues such as ISIS?
Well, first for Ukraine, I don't want to go in the front. I don't want to go in the country. I want to make negotiations because that's what I want to. That's what I want my mandate to be about negotiations, not use the military all the time. And for ISIS, I think that this is a bigger problem that I will try to assess if I am elected president. And I think that for ISIS we have to be more firm and to have more a more frontal address, because Ukraine and ISIS are not the same thing at all. And I think that ISIS is really a more difficult issue, but I think that our army has to do everything to prevent that issue.
You're talking about negotiations and in the foreign role as you were Secretary of State, but don't you think that you did not let enough time to negotiations for Palestine and Israel, as you brought your support to Israel, like at the last forum for Middle East, as you brought your support to Israel, and don't you think that you did not let enough time for Palestinians to do their own negotiations? So is there just like negotiations for some people, but not for others?
What was that again?
I'm saying that you're talking about offering the chance in Ukraine to negotiations between the people without your country to be involved. But do you, apparently, like when you were Secretary of State and recently even, you brought your support to Israel. And so your whole thing of favoring negotiations to people, it just appears to me and to a lot of people that it was not the same thing for Palestinian people.
That I didn't.
Did they have a chance to negotiate with Israel?
No, they didn't, but that's what I want to
Yeah,
change.
because you brought your support to Israel without letting the Palestinians to have a chance to negotiate for their own sake.
Yes, but I know that I have made some mistakes and that I want to repair them as president. And I think that negotiations are really important. And for me, the Israelo-Palestinian conflict is not really the same as what I have stated in my announcement. Because when your colleague was talking about Ukraine and ISIS, that's not really the same thing. Those are more problems that are to be addressed with negotiations. And the Israelo-Palestinian issue, I didn't let them negotiate because that is a major issue of our world, and we can't really settle that with negotiations. That's why I had my position for.
Then with what?
Then with what?
If not negotiations.
It will take some time, but now we're running out of time, so maybe just